welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and today I want to show you how to make my yummy cough medicine soup. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat my oven to 200 degrees. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you my yummy cough medicine soup. Now the weather in the UK is set to get warmer, but it's still not that warm and it is quite grey and cloudy and it's raining at the moment as well. So the one thing I always fancy in this sort of weather is soup. So that's what we're going to have for dinner this evening. And while I was making it, as always, I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my yummy cough medicine soup. My oven has now preheated and I've chopped all of my vegetables. So for this recipe I'm going to be using butternut squash. So I've got one butternut squash that I've chopped into, well, I peeled it and then I chopped it into 1 centimetre pieces. And then I've also got carrots. So I've got 4 carrots here that I've peeled and chopped into 1 centimetre pieces as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these into a baking tray. If I don't spill them everywhere, like so. And then I have 1 onion that I have peeled and sliced and diced. So I've done big dices for this. So I've done like about 1 centimetre dice, I suppose. So I'm just going to put that in as well. And then I have garlic here as well. So I've got about 4 pieces of garlic that I'm just going to put in with the skins on. So when I remove this, I'm going to take the skins off, but I'll show you that later. And then I'm going to put a teaspoon of dried herbs on this as well. I've got dried thyme here. In the original recipe, I think I said to use fresh thyme, but you can use dried as well. I haven't got any fresh thyme today, so that's why I'm using dried. So I'm just going to use a teaspoon or 2 of dried thyme, and thyme is really good if you have a cough as well. It's a great herb for a cough. And then I'm going to add some olive oil to this. So I'm just going to drizzle over some olive oil onto the vegetables like so. And then once I've done that, I'm going to add some salt and pepper as well. So I'm just going to add quite a lot of salt to this, like so. Everybody is at home at the moment, which is all the noises you can hear in the background if you heard them then. And then I'm going to add a bit of pepper as well. And then once I've done that, I'm going to add some honey to this as well. And this is what makes it like the cough mixture kind of consistency, taste, flavour. I know it sounds disgusting, but it actually is quite tasty, this recipe, I have to say. It might sound a bit but I really like it. So, and I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of honey to this as well. So I'm just going to add another tablespoon, and then I've got some lemon to put in, but I've forgotten to bring a fork over. So I've got to go and get a fork. So I'm just going to get the rest of that honey off there, like so. So I've got my fork, and now what I'm going to do is just squeeze the lemon over the top of all of these vegetables. And then once everything is in here, I'm going to toss the vegetables together. So I'm going to make sure everything is covered in all of the ingredients, all of the wet ingredients like the lemon and the honey and the oil. So I'm just going to toss all of these ingredients together now, like so. I'm going to put these into the oven now for about 25 to 30 minutes or until they go a golden brown colour. So my vegetables have been in the oven for about half an hour now, and as you can see they're a lovely golden brown colour. So I'm going to take these out and I'm going to leave them to cool. So my vegetables have cooled and I've peeled the skin from the garlic as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend everything together. So for this I've got some chicken stock here, but you can use vegetable stock if you wanted to keep this vegan. And I'm going to pour about 1/3 of the chicken stock into this jug. And then I've got some butter beans here. So I'm going to put about half of the butter beans into the blender as well, like so. And then I'm going to put half of the vegetables as well. And as I said, I'm going to blend all of these together and hopefully they'll make a really nice tasting soup. We have had this lots of times and we do really like it, so it's one of our favourites. So I'm going to put the lid on now and I'm just going to blend all of these ingredients together. Right, so I've blended this until it is smooth, like so, and I'm just going to pour this into a spare saucepan, like so. So I'm going to leave it in the saucepan and then I'll heat it up later for our dinner, and I'm going to put the jug back on and I'm just going to repeat that process. So actually I'm going to put a third of the chicken stock in first, and I'll show you why I'm leaving a little bit at the end in a moment. And then I'm going to put the beans in as well, so I'm going to put the rest of the beans in, and then I'm going to put the rest of these vegetables in as well. It smells delicious as well, I have to say. It's really nice. If you do have fresh thyme as well, it is really nice with fresh thyme, but dried is just as good, so don't worry too much about that. So yes, I'm just going to put all of these vegetables in now, and then I'm going to blend all of these ingredients again. So as I said at the beginning, I'm just going to repeat this process now. So I'm just going to put my lid on. I'm going to blend it in. I've finished blending again, and I'm just going to pour that into my saucepan, and then to get the excess soup from the sides of the blender jug, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the rest of my chicken stock in here like so, and then I'm going to put this onto auto. And as you can see, that's cleaned off the soup from the sides quite nicely, and I'm just going to pour that in as well. I'm going to get a spoon and stir this now. That's my soup done, and as I said, I'm going to heat this up later, but first I'm just going to try a little bit because it smells delicious, I have to say. It smells really yummy. Hold a sec. I'm just going to try a little bit first. It's really good. Really looking forward to my dinner this evening. That's how you make my yummy cough medicine soup, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having this for my dinner this evening, and I'm really looking forward to it. It smells delicious. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon.